Hello students. In previous lecture we learned minerals. I discussed 4 macro minerals, that is calcium, phosphorus, sodium, potassium, and 1 trace mineral, iron. Today I will deal 4 micro minerals. Let us begin with iodine. Iodine is one of the essential micronutrient which is required for physical growth and development of brain. Our body contains about 15 to 23 milligram of iodine, and 75% of this is present in thyroid gland. Rests are distributed in salivary gland, mammary gland, gastric glands, and kidney. Iodine is very important for the synthesis of 2 thyroid hormone. First is triiodothyronine, it is also known as T3, and second is thyroxine, also known as T4. These hormones have important metabolic role in our body. Thyroxine controls the basic metabolism and oxygen consumption of tissue. It controls the utilization of sugars. It regulates energy metabolism and body weight and promote proper growth. It increases the heart rate as well as urinary calcium excretion. There are 2 factors which contribute to iodine deficiency. First is environmental factor, second is introgenic factor. Iodine deficiency is disease of soil. The people are more likely to suffer from iodine deficiency disorder who live in hilly areas, because iodine from the soil is lost through leaching. During heavy rainfall, snowfall, flooding causes loss of iodine from the soil. Therefore, whatever is grown on those soils are deficient in iodine and lead to iodine deficiency. Goitrogens are the substances which interfere in the metabolism of iodine in our body. Goitrogens containing foods are lima bean, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, soya bean, tapioca, mustard, rye, and the red skin of the groundnut. Rare congenital defects can occur in the synthesis of and secretion of the hormone, as well as the peripheral resistance to the thyroid hormone may result in the goiter. Deficiency of iodine causes goiter in adult and cretinism and hypothyroidism in children. Goiter is enlargement of thyroid gland. People who live on hilly regions and who live far from the seas may suffer from iodine deficiency disorder known as simple or endemic goiter. Because soil in these regions are deficient in iodine, and the cereal, pulses, fruits, vegetable, whatever is grown on that soils are also deficient in iodine and do not provide appreciable amount of iodine in the diet, therefore result in iodine deficiency. Though the classical endemic belt of thyroid deficiency found in Himalayan sub-Himalayan belt of the our country, but several studies have indicated that endemic belt of thyroid deficiency belts are also found in states like Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Odisha, and Bihar. Deficiency of iodine not only cause goiter and cretinism, but it lead to a wide spectrum of disease known as iodine deficiency disorders. The adverse consequence of iodine deficiency disorders may lead to a number of problems ranging from abortion, stillbirth to severe physical and mental retardation, deafness, collectively known as iodine deficiency disorders. According to WHO, it is the most preventable cause of brain damage in the world today. It is the major public health problem in India. Iodine deficiency disorder causes abortion, stillbirth, congenital anomalies, increased perinatal mortality, cretinism, psychomotor defects in fetus. In neonates, it causes goiter, neonatal hypothyroidism. In children and adolescents, it causes goiter, juvenile hypothyroidism, impaired mental function, retarded physical development. In adult, it causes goiter with complication, hypothyroidism, impaired mental function. Goiter is defined as non-neoplastic, non-inflammatory, non-toxic enlargement of thyroid glands. Simple goiter is painless condition, but if uncorrected, it may lead pressure on the trachea, which may result in the difficulty in breathing. It is more prevalent among adolescent, young adults, and school-age children. Females are more affected than male. Endemic cretinism is associated with severe iodine deficiency during fetal life. Mental deficiency, deaf mutism, spastic paralysis of legs in varying degree are manifestation of cretinism. Cretinism is of two types: neurological cretinism and mixed edematous cretinism. Mental retardation, deaf mutism, squint, spastic rigidity of lower limbs leading to characteristics gait and brisk reflexes are the manifestation of neurological cretinism. It is seen in areas with environmental iodine deficiency. It appears in infants due to deficiency in mother during the first and second trimester of the pregnancy. Mixed edematous cretins exhibit sign of hypothyroidism, namely coarse and dry skin, swollen tongue, deep hoarse voice, apathy, and mental deficiency. They usually do not suffer from spasticity, goiter, or deaf mutism. It results from an iodine deficiency that develops later in pregnancy, combined with continued iodine deficiency during infants' first few years of life. It is also seen in areas where goitrogens are consumed commonly. Seafoods are the excellent source of iodine. If it is not present, then iodized salt is the best option. Other sources are eggs, dairy products, meat, and poultry. But the iodine content of these foods will depend on the iodine content of the animal's feed. If it is good in iodine content, then these products will also be good in iodine content. Fresh fruits and vegetables grown in soil rich in iodine are also good source. Otherwise, if it is grown in deficient soil, then it will be also the poor source of iodine. Adolescents and adults need 150 microgram per day. During pregnancy, additional 25 microgram per day has been recommended. During lactation, additional 50 microgram per day has been recommended. Fluorine. Fluorine, our human body contains less than 1.4 milligram of fluorine, and majority of which is found in bone and teeth as calcium fluoride. They are present in a small varying concentration in practically all soils, water supplies, plants, and animals. Therefore, it is the constituent of all normal diets. Fluorine is also present as environmental contaminants of the industries which use coal, ore, or earthy phosphates. A small amount of fluorine, it protects from the dental caries, but if it is consumed in excess amount, then bone becomes porous, soft, and teeth becomes mottled and easily worn down. Fluorine is essential for the normal mineralization of the bone and the formation of dental enamel. Fluorine provides structural stability to bone and enamel tissue due to formation of highly insoluble fluoroapatite from the hydroxyapatite. And due to this reason, therapeutic use of fluorine has been recommended to prevent dental caries and osteoporotic fracture in the elderly. Traces of fluorine in teeth help to protect them against decay because due to formation of highly insoluble fluoroapatite from the hydroxyapatite, which I discussed just now. A diet deficient in fluorine may increase in the incidence of dental caries. And incorporation of fluorine at a level of 1 to 2 ppm in the diet prevent the disease. Several studies carried out on the incidence of dental caries in human beings have shown that incidence of dental caries in children is low in the areas where drinking water contains less than 0.5 ppm fluorine, and its incidence is low in areas where water contains 1 to 2 ppm fluorine. Addition of fluorine to drinking water at a level of 1 ppm resulted in significant reduction in the incidence of dental caries. However, excess of fluorine is more serious concern than the deficiency of fluorine. Excess of fluorine causes toxicity known as fluorosis. It affects both teeth and bone. When it affects teeth, it is known as dental fluorosis. When it affects bone, then it is known as skeletal fluorosis. Fluorine is cumulative poison, and the chronic toxicity known as fluorosis may not be noticed for some time. It occurs as an endemic disease in parts of Andhra Pradesh and Punjab. And the heavy deposits of fluoride-bearing minerals in the rocks are the main cause of endemic fluorosis in India. Dental fluorosis in the parts of the world where water contains more than 3 to 5 ppm fluorine, then mottling of the permanent teeth occurs. It is irreversible, and enamel loses its luster, becomes rough, chalky white patches with secondary infiltration of yellowing or browning. Stains occur irregularly over the surface of the teeth, and upper jaws are more affected, and it is irreversible. If it has occurred, then it can't be reversed. Now, skeletal fluorosis, when fluoride content in drinking water is more than 10 ppm, then severe bone deformities occurs known as skeletal fluorosis. The patient may develop stiffness, joint pain, and deformities of the spine. The clinical manifestation of skeletal fluorosis is known as Januvalgum, knock knee, as shown in this picture. The chief source of fluorine is usually drinking water. Seafood, cheese, and tea are also good source, but fluoridated water is the best source of this mineral because it is highly bioavailable source for human than the protein-bound form found in food. Water containing 1 to 2 ppm fluorine prevents dental caries and does not do any harm. The fluorine requirement of body are met by the quantity normally present in water, that is 1 to 2 ppm in most of the regions. The safe and adequate RDO of fluoride in diet is 1 to 2.5 milligram for children and 1.5 to 4 milligram for adults. Zinc is also important micronutrient. It is the constituents of many enzymes involved in major metabolic pathway. Zinc containing enzymes are involved in synthesis and degradation of nucleic acids. Zinc provides structural integrity to protein, which is important for DNA transcription. Adult man contains 1.5 to 2.5 gram of zinc, which is more than any other minerals and except iron. Zinc is present in a small amount in all tissues. The bone, teeth, and muscle contain slightly higher amount of zinc than other tissues. Zinc is essential for physical growth, development, reproduction, and immunity. It helps to maintain normal taste and sense of smell. It is needed for proper calcification of bones. It helps in healing of wounds and burn. It is required for storage and release of insulin, therefore it has a role in diabetes control. It plays an important role as a component of many enzymes, regulate cell growth, DNA, protein synthesis, energy metabolism, regulation of gene transcription, hormonal levels in the body. It is especially important for the health of prostate gland in males and protects it from the early damage that could lead to cancer. It is also essential for the growth of fetus and development during pregnancy, and it is required for the maintenance of the health of the skin in human beings. Zinc deficiency has been found to cause growth failure leading to dwarfism, hypogonadism, that is retarded genital development in male, hypogeusia, that is loss of test acuity, retardation of bone development, tooth growth and eruption may also be retarded. It also results in delayed healing of wounds. Rich sources of zinc are beef, liver, oyster, spices, wheat bran, pumpkin seeds. Good sources are dairy products, cheddar cheese, crab, lamb, peanut butters, peanuts, popcorn, pork and poultry. Zinc present in animal foods are highly available in our body as compared to plant source, because plant source may contain phytic acid which hinders in the absorption of zinc. An adult man needs 12 mg per day and woman needs 10 mg per day during pregnancy and lactation. Additional 2 mg per day has been recommended. Copper, along with iron, copper too is involved in hemoglobin synthesis. The healthy human adult body contains about 100 to 150 mg of copper. Liver, brain, heart and kidney contain high concentration of copper. It is constituents of many enzymes. As a constituent of tyrosinase, it is involved in melanin formation. As a constituent of uricase, involved in purine metabolism. Cytochrome oxidase is involved in electron transport chain. Ferrooxidase 1, also known as ceruloplasmin, ferrooxidase 2 are involved in oxidation of ferrous iron to ferric iron, which is essential for the transport of iron in our body. Now, function of the copper, it helps in the manufacture of RBC along with iron. It is needed for the cross-linking of collagen and elastin in connective tissue. Copper is an antioxidant mineral, protects our body from the harmful effect of free radicals. It is necessary for the production of adrenal hormones. It helps in the absorption of iron. It is essential for the integrity of myelin sheath, essential for the utilization of vitamin C. And as a constituent of enzyme tyrosinase, it is involved in melanin formation, which is responsible for the normal skin and hair color. It regulates cholesterol. It inactivates histamine, which is involved in inflammatory response. Copper deficiency is uncommon in humans. It occurs mainly in infant, resulting in psychomotor retardation, hypotonia, reduced muscular tone, hypopigmentation, pale skin, anemia, osteoporosis, low concentration of plasma copper and ceruloplasmin. Low concentration of plasma copper and ceruloplasmin is also found in an inherited condition resulting from the defective metabolism of the copper known as Menke's kinky syndrome. It is characterized by slow growth, degeneration of brain tissue, hypothermia, seizures, defective arterial wall, depigmentation of skin, hair, peculiarly stubby white hair. Defective copper metabolism is cause Wilson disease. It is due to the copper toxicity. Due to failure to excrete copper in bile acid, excessive amount of copper accumulate in some organs like brain, liver, kidney and membrane in the eyes. Symptoms of copper toxicity in Wilson disease are fatigue, lack of appetite or abdominal pain, yellowing of the skin and whites of the eye just like jaundice, golden brown eye discoloration also known as Kaiser-Fleischer's ring, a copper deposit in the membrane of the cornea as shown in the picture, fluid buildup in the legs or abdomen, problems with speech, swallowing or physical coordination, uncontrolled movements or muscle stiffness. Important source of coppers are cereal, pulses, oyster, nuts, meat and egg, shellfish. Milk is the poor source of copper. And adult require 2 to 3 milligram per day. Children needs 1.5 to 2.5 milligram per day. Infant less than 6 months need 0.4 to 0.6 milligram per day. And with this, today's lecture is over and I have finished all the chapter of the mineral. Thank you.